We have got Maria Menounos joining us. Maria, good morning.
Good morning.
We're very excited to talk to you. I've got to say, I looked at the book and thought, this book looks good. Like, people will really enjoy it. And then somebody texted in our text line and said, I got her book Friday morning, and I'm almost done reading it. It's amazing. She's amazing, and it's a definite must-read for every woman, no matter what the age.
Thank you so much. I can't even believe how well it's doing because, it's like a baby. I carried it, and it's something I started from the ground up, and I've never been prouder of something, and the response has been so overwhelming. We went into our fourth printing in 4 days, and the publisher can't keep it on shelves. It's crazy.
That's awesome. And the book, The EveryGirl's Guide to Life, is how do you sum it up? Is it just is that exactly what it is? It's just a guide to life for the ladies?
Yeah, it's an A to Z guide for women of all ages to do everything better, faster, cheaper. It's everything that I do to live my life and do everything that I do. I mean, I juggle 40 jobs and, so many things, and basically, having been exposed to the best experts and the biggest stars over the years, I've learned so much that's helped me along in my journey. And I always talk about the fact that, my parents were immigrants to this country. I'm first generation, and we were janitors at nightclubs. And my parents taught me so much, but there were certain things that they didn't know. They weren't educated. They didn't know how to be organized. Our home was, definitely not organized, and it caused them so much stress. And so I am so happy to be able to share this with girls all over the world to be able to help them have a solid foundation. And women, even I had a 55-year-old who interviewed me for this, and she was so passionate about it. She goes, I can't put it down. I've already organized everything. I feel like I can start that new job that start this new business that I wanted to start. And so at any age, if you want to do something better for yourself, or if you just want to make your everyday life easier and simpler, this book is for you.
It does seem to have everything. I mean, it's got like computer stuff in there, workout stuff. You're working out in bed. Mm-hmm. Is that what you were saying? You were in bed. Is this the same bed that you're in right now that's in the book?
Exactly.
What a great
women's workout. It's the same bed I'm in right now, and I created that on the campaign trail because I didn't have sneakers with me, and I wanted to work out, but I also didn't want to miss the campaign, the vice presidential debate. And so I created the workout in bed, and then I had my trainer approve it because I said, listen, I need you to look at something and tell me if I'm crazy. And she goes, Maria, this quite possibly could be one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen. And she trains all the Victoria's Secret models. She's, a very successful trainer. And I was like, okay, cool, then I'm putting it in the book.
Yeah, if you approve, it's going in the book. I love it. So, and how did you decide, what makes the cut? I mean, did you, I'm sure you've got a lot of tips and a lot of things that you've learned. How did you decide what was worth putting in the book and stuff that you're like, and is there anything you kept a secret, too, that you don't want to share? That's your little tip?
No, I mean, for me, I actually had to cut 30,000 words at one point. The publisher was like, this book is too long. You need to cut it. Save it for the next one. And I'm like, no, but they need to know all this stuff. And I fought and I fought, and there were so many things that I had to fight to keep in. There was a chapter that really in-depth taught women about buying cars and things like that, but I'm putting a lot of that online so that a lot of the stuff that got deleted will go online for people. But yeah, there was a lot of information there, but I definitely kept as much of it as possible. And, I had to open up about relationships. I've been in a committed relationship for 13 years, and I've never really talked about it in the press because I wanted to keep it private. Well, in the book, I can't do an A to Z guide for women and not talk about dating and relationships. And then when I do the chapter, I can't not talk about the fact that I've been in one. So I kind of, I had to out my relationship a little bit. So it was interesting.
It's nice for people to get to learn. Do you get judged because you've been together for so long and you're not married? Do you ever find that? Because I've been in a long-term relationship as well, and I'm not married, and people all the time are like, why aren't you married yet?
How long have you been?
8 years.
Okay. It's not that I don't think I'm judged, and I don't think you're probably judged. I think people are just confused because they don't understand. To me, a piece of paper isn't going to make me or Kevin more committed to each other. We are, and that's why we've been together for such a long time. I think at some point when kids are introduced into the picture, maybe we will. Mm-hmm. But it's not something that's super important to me. I guess I'm a little progressive. I don't know.
I like it. I like your progressive attitude there. What do you have going on, too? I mean, aside from the book, the Every Girl's Guide to Life, which ladies should pick up, guys should pick it up, too, and just know what their ladies are up to.
You know what's
Find out the
funny is
secrets.
I actually have been getting reviews on Amazon. Like, you know, one guy was like, listen, I picked it up because I was a really big fan of Maria's, but I actually read it and love it and learned so much. And Jimmy Fallon read the book and loved it. Like, he really read it. And so I always say to guys, don't take it on the train with you, because I don't want people seeing you read the Every Girl's Guide to Life.
Yeah.
But if you read it at home, all of the tips in there are unisex, minus the makeup and some of the fashion stuff. Everything else is really for just anyone who wants to be happy and successful. And so, you know, whether you're, you know, a man or a woman or gay or lesbian, like, this is a great book for you.
A book for everybody. So what's cooking aside from the book here? What are you working on right now?
Aside from the book, I'm finishing up my movie, Serial Buddies. And I'm, you know, doing all my work. I have a series that's going to air for Nightly News. I went to Kenya and did a profile on the state of affairs for girls and women in the world, and profiled some amazing projects that are giving girls a chance to get an education and to dream. And so that should air in May. I just shot the cover of Self magazine for June's issue that comes out in May, which is very exciting.
Is that a lot of pressure, having to know that your body's on the cover of a body magazine?
It's you know, I don't take things like that, but the week before, I said to myself, you know what, I probably should work out a little bit before this, and so I did, and it was fun. I also started a new media platform on the web called AfterBuzzTV.com, and we're doing a big royal wedding special that is going to be amazing. It'll be on Ustream live at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and our hosts are going to be breaking down the wedding, interviewing guests, and taking calls from fans. And what AfterBuzz TV is we do after-show podcasts, video and audio, for your favorite TV shows.
Oh, cool.
So it's a fun project we've been working on.
Well, there you go. Lots of stuff happening. Maria Menounos and the book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life. It's out now if you can find it. I guess it's selling out all over the place.
I know. So please be patient. I would say to call your bookstore before you go to make sure they have it in stock. And if not, go to Amazon.com. But I know the publisher said they're furiously printing, so they will be out there, I promise.
Excellent. Maria, hey, thanks so much for being on the show, and best of luck with all the projects. Have a good morning.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.